So I'm on DN, and I decided I'm in a trolling mood today. So instead of playing Sams or Prophecies like I have been, I decided to break out the Watts for first time in quite a while. So, first round I'm playing against, I really can't tell what this guy is playing until I turn 3. And, he helps me set up my Hopper Lock and all that kind of shit. And I finally figured out that, he's playing Infinities. And, I'm not too worried because I know Watts are amazing against Infinities because they can't use their Void Ogre or, their Doom Dragon is kind of doesn't matter anymore. And, that's like what the entire deck just targets and blows shit up. That's how they move in on you. Well, I'm not too worried because I've already got the Hopper Lock. I've already got some protection for it and shit. So I established the Hopper Lock before he can really start going. And he reads Hopper. And he's like, so I can't attack you. I'm like, yeah, you can't attack me. Then he's like, okay, so then I can't target your guys with effects at all. I'm like, no, you can't target them either. It's like, that is such a fag move. And then, this coming from the guy that is playing a deck that is made to overextend like a motherfucker and then OTK as a result. Yeah. Setting up a really, really damn good defense. Yeah, that's a fag move, all right. And then he quit immediately. So I really got to thinking, what constitutes that kind of play or move? Now, I just used the term fag move because that's the term he used. What constitutes like a bitch move or a dirt move or something like that? Because there's an entire plethora of these little bitch moves that you can count that you do it and your opponent can't do shit because of it. What constitutes that? Is it, getting this out onto the field and just derping all over the place and, just getting a Sheehan and a couple of Keyzons and a Grandmaster and making Blade Armor Ninja or Heroic Champion Excalibur and, just OTK from there? Is it, I don't know, first turn Shock Mastering with windups? Is that a bitch move? Is dropping a Hyperion and then dropping an Archlord Christia a bitch move? What constitutes these? Because everybody has like these big impressions of what a bitch move is or a dirt move is, and seriously, what constitutes that? So I don't know. I don't think that, the Watt Hopper Lock is a bitch move. Because, seriously, it takes some time to set up. And you have to know what you're doing. It's more of, having to play around your opponent and making them do things that you want them to do in order to trip off your hoppers or trip off your dragonflies and shit like that so that you can get your setup. That's what it really entails to. It's making your opponent do what you want. And that's not really a bitch play because they play into you. That's not a bitch play. That's just them being kind of retarded and, not thinking about, okay, I'm playing Watts. They're going to try to do this Hopper Lock. Maybe I should do things that will slow them down even more so that I can get as much advantage as possible and then go into them before, they can establish their lock. Or you have to be amazingly aggressive against them in order for them, just kill them before they can even start setting up. That's what it entails. You don't, if you're playing Watts and they're already making moves against you, you have to hold up. You have to stay in position, because if you keep on playing into them, the Watts are just going to take over, It really is a deck of the more you try to do against them, the worse off you are, because all you're going to be doing is extending your resources and getting rid of shit that you really are going to need later on. Don't play a dark hole with 4 back rows. Oh, that's so retarded. So retarded, and people do it all damn day. Have 4 back rows set, and you have a hopper lock your dark hole. Okay, yeah. One of these behind me isn't the Solemn Judgment or Huge Revolution or Dark Bribe. No, I just have a hopper lock with 4 back rows and nothing to protect my lock. Thank people. Damn. Okay, so here's my question, you guys. What constitutes these dirt moves? You know, what's the worst one out there? Like, what move is the absolute bane of your existence? Seriously, what is that move? I honestly think, like, the bane of my existence is still the Gladiator Beast old trap heavy setup, which is Summon Laquari set 4 pass, or Summon Thunder King set 4 pass. That to me is like the ultimate bitch move, because you're literally like, you're putting a big monster that is a control monster like Thunder King. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to add cards in my hand, and if I try to inherit summon, you're just going to kill it, and more likely I'm not going to get rid of that fucker this turn, or maybe the next couple turns, because of your fucking back rows and your deep prisons and Book of Moons and shit like that. Same thing with Aquari. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you know that there's a Word Chariot back there, and maybe a Woboku or a D prison or some shit like that that's going to protect that Laquari, and then get off their tag, and then they're going to start doing stuff during your turn. That to me is bitch move. I hate that. Hate that so fucking much. So tell me what you guys think, and yeah, just share the shit with me. I don't get on D in that much, but when I do, like, I'm usually in trolling moves, so if you want to play, I'll put my handle down in that description bar down there. It is Vulturous85, which someone asked me way earlier, is like, why do I call myself Vulturous85 for V85's? Like, because that was what I originally wanted my name for this channel to be, but it's already taken. So, I just use it for DN and just call myself that. So, there we go. Vulturous85, I'll put it down there so that you can copy paste it down there, because apparently Vulturous is hard to spell, and no, you guys love the copy paste. So, yeah. If I see you guys on there, awesome. You know, PM me and let's play and shoot the shit. Good old buddy time. V85 over and out. Happy trolling.